Well, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another members-only live stream today. It's the 25th January 2020. And would you look at that screen? Absolutely fantastic. I can't believe it. It looks so good. So I think I'm sorry if I missed anyone out here. Massive thanks to Richard Ausberg, Paul F and Icefire for making the liveries, starting this virtual airline, Alpaca Airways. Well, I know it's not very much officially launched yet, but it looks absolutely awesome here. I forgot to print off on Discord a list. I'm just opening up now on a list of everyone in the group flight, so I can look at the registration and say hi to you. Really, I don't think I updated the list as well prior to the stream, so I don't think I've got everyone on there accordingly with their call sign and everything. So we'll pan around and stuff. I've got myself in Alpaca 01 here. We've got 020304. So that's going to be Jack Aviation, Daniel Freef, Richard Ausberg. So we're in 888. There he is. There's Richard. So it's epic. For some reason, I don't know why. Some people on the grass. Probably an issue with my scenery. But we're fantastic, guys. Really appreciate all the effort here. And yeah, we'll see how we get on with the second ever group flight. But look at this. Look at all these liveries. I mean, that's the size of a medium-sized airline. It looks so good. And we've all got the Alpaca. Anyway, I'm going to crack on as per usual. Feel free to get your clearances in the background. Request push and start. I'll get in the mix. I don't mind if I go last, first, in the middle, wherever. So if you want to get your clearances whilst I'm going through most of this stuff like I do most streams, that'll be fine. Because I think we've got Fiumicino Tower online now as well. So I'm just going to have a look at X-Pilot. We have LIRF Tower 118.7. So we'll get that frequency up live. That way we can hear the clearances go in the background, and then we can get ours in the mix of it and get our taxi clearance as well. So 118.7. There we are. So Fiumicino Tower is active, 118.7. I still need to get my clearance and everything. Eric's all set up here. I gave you the flight plan about 25-30 minutes ago. Routing, I'm sure some of you have practiced this as well. We're going to go for runway 08 in Innsbruck, see how we get on there. But the routing's all punched in. I'm going to be flying. I've made a note of it somewhere because I did this yesterday because I knew I'd have a bit of a rush today. I've been very busy all morning. Came straight home about an hour ago setting this all up. So Sosiv 6 Alpha, then a Sovan 6 Alpha. So hopefully that will work out all well. Yeah, we'll grab the clearance and see how we get on there. George, have you had a chance to compare the free OPT to the real one yet? George, I still haven't gotten around to using Zanan's flight planner there, Boeing OPT tool, but I do plan to give it a shot as well. I'm just getting my joystick as well. As you well know, busy with the house at the moment. We had the electrician over yesterday and he had to unplug everything, so under my desk at the moment it's a complete mixture here.
332 clearance to Innsbruck, please.
There's someone getting his clearance, Alpaca 332. That's awesome. I'm just getting my joystick, guys. It's a massive tangle of cables under my desk. There we are. This is stuff I could probably do prior to the stream.
703 Airbus 321, clearance to Heathrow, please.
So I'll go to Heathrow as well. He's probably thinking,
who was calling for clearance before you?
all these people. Is someone going to Heathrow as well?
Alpaca 332.
Love it. He's like, who's the Alpaca?
Alpaca 332, please say stand number.
Oh god, what stand am I on, guys? I forgot.
Stand number 238.
I'm on 222. So who's that getting his clearance? 238 over there. Right, I'm just making a note of all this. This is just wicked.
Okay, Alpaca 322 Yankee, you are cleared to Innsbruck, Sosiv 6 Alpha departure, Soban 6 Alpha transition, 4 runway 25, initially 4,000 feet, squawk 5522.
Amazing. Guys, carry on getting your clearance. And I think hopefully you can hear ATC on the stream as well. I have got X-Pilot set up on the microphone, but I haven't played it. It's nice to be back on the network, actually, privately.
5522 in the box.
And I'm going to preset 4,000.
And Alpaca 322 Yankee, read back correct.
Cool. I'm going to wait 2 or 3 minutes, let you guys get your clearances, and then I'll get it thrown up in the mix as well. I think we're all pretty much good for the engine stuff.
And all stations, tower will be back in approximately 3 to 5 minutes. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Oh, tower's going in 3 to 5 minutes. Well, that's going to be interesting. Well, do we get our clearances now? We got 1 clearance out. You know what? It's half tempting to get my engine started and get my clearance afterwards, because that's something you can always do in reality. Probably not an airport like this, but I can't believe tower's gone. So do I stay on that frequency? I'm not sure. He said he's got to go to 3 to 5 minutes. Probably going to check if we live stream it. I don't know. Daniel Smith. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm waiting 5 minutes until he comes back. He'll be back in 3 to 5. Well, that's fine. I'm willing to wait as well because it's we're not in any particular rush. I've got a kind of 2 to 3 hour window for this stream. But yeah, let's have a look at everyone who's here nonetheless. So let me get my Discord chat up so I can see who we've got. So Alpaca 888, that's Richard Alsberg here on stand 227. VCP 30, I didn't make a note of who that is, but he's in the Alpaca aircraft. We've got 05, that's Icefire. VCP 621, didn't make a note of that prior to the stream. He's going to have a hard time getting out there with the pole. Got Alpaca 23 Alpha. Who's that? That's Stuart. Who we got over here on the grass? Obviously, Alpaca Airways hasn't paid the parking charges for Rome Fiumicino, so we had to stick them on the grass here. Can't see the call sign now. We've got Alpaca 3234. Didn't make a note of that. There's quite a few people here actually. Who's not on the list, which I forgot to update. We've got a 79. We've got a 322 Yankee over here on the grass as well, because a few of you have popped up here unannounced, but that is absolutely fine. We've got a 719. We've got 04. That is, again, can't see who that is. 03 is Daniel Free, who we've seen. 02, Jack Aviation. 9. Someone's on top of me. I might have to get you to move. Alpaca 90 Whisky. Shotgun stand. I did shotgun this stand prior to the stream. I did announce it, whatever this was. 222, I think it was. We'll see. And then we've got 007 X-ray. Definitely that is. That's Daniel Smith. So yeah, I'll stick with my one. I swear no one was here first. Are we on 222 anyway? I can't remember. But hopefully Tao will be here any second anyway. Yeah, we can carry on from there. I'm just getting the charts open up here because I don't have anything selected on AviTab. We've got Fiumicino, LIRF, airport. We want airport and parking stands, and then the SIDs. We've got.
And all stations, tower is now back.
Perfect. Well, hopefully we're going to get our clearances now. We've got a.
Bid 55 Charlie Oscar requesting clearance to Heathrow.
He's got in there straight away. He's not messing around. Vancive 6 Alpha.
Yes, bid 55 Charlie Oscar, stand by.
Vancive 6 Alpha. And then a Sovan transition. So yeah, Italian airports, guys, they like to have this kind of SID initially, which takes you to a point, and then they have a transition from Vancive to your en route waypoint, which is causing a bit of the confusion here. Every time I go to Italy, I'm always having to try and work out what we're going to get. And then this Sovan 6 Alpha.
And Speedbird 55 Charlie Oscar, you are cleared to Heathrow via the Vancive 6 Alpha departure, Sovan 6 Alpha transition.
Right, so we've got all the charts we need.
Initially climb 4,000 feet, let's book 5515.
Here's the stand, so yeah, we're all on this corner here. I'm on stand 222 and 221 we've got there as well. I'll have to get you to move. Oh, look how many other, they've got a few other aircraft popping up here as well.
5515, Speedbird 55 Charlie Oscar.
It was 90 Whisky, you bugger off.
Speedbird 55 Charlie Oscar, read back correct.
So I'm on the grass. Dougal, I can't remember which call sign you have. 322 Yankee is yourself, Dougal. Very good. Tim is 04. Forgot to update that. I hope you're doing well as well, Tim. William Hedwood, 090 Whisky. I might have to ask you to move stand if you don't mind, because I've got everything set up. I did say stand 222 in the Discord prior to that. But I don't really fancy getting everything changed. Right, I'm going to get the clearance then if no one else is. Fiumicino Tower, good evening. It's the Alpaca 01, stand 222, departure clearance to Innsbruck, please.
Alpaca 02, confirm.
Negative, that was Alpaca 01 on stand 222.
Sorry about that, Alpaca 01, you are cleared to Innsbruck, Vancive 6 Alpha departure, Sovan 6 Alpha transition for runway 25, initially climb 4,000 feet, squawk 5530.
Cleared to Innsbruck, it's It's a Sausage 6 Alpha, Sovan 6 Alpha transition, runway 25, climb altitude 4,000 feet, squawk 5530, Alpaca 01.
Alpaca 01, read that correct.
Cool.
Alpaca 007 X-ray ready for engine start.
Cool.
Alpaca 007 X-ray, you are cleared to start.
So squawk's in. I'm going to put that to
Cleared
alt off. I'll let a few of you others get the clearance as well.
Tower Alpaca 05, stand 232.
That's amazing, guys. Takeoff. So 4,000 feet we've got set. We have the correct SID. Sausage 6 Alpha, Sovan transition. It should, I think, say here Sovan 6 Alpha as well, but that's fine. We can know that's correct. And we'll go from there. Wicked. It is Dougal. It is. I'm really excited for this. And it's quite nice to... oh, yeah, sorry, by the way, Alpaca Airways, thank you very much for moving as well. Appreciate that, buddy. No worries at all. I can hear you all trying to get your clearance now. It's always like this in busy airports, so everyone tries to get the clearance at the same time.
Alpaca 3234, good evening. You are clear to Innsbruck, Sausage 6 Alpha departure.
Kim, you should have just done a formation flight Alpaca 01 party of 15. That would have been easier under one call sign. EMT, you're ready to start up? Good, me too. I'll let a couple more clearances get in. I kind of want to be in the mix, really. So have some people ahead of us, have some people behind us.
Confirm initial climb 4,000.
Kieran McCann did the poor ATC controller know he was going to have a busy shift this evening? I don't think so. Probably just logged in and all of a sudden probably saw these aircraft doing the same flight. What's going to be really interesting is in about an hour and a half's time, when we're trying to go into Innsbruck all at once. That's going to be really interesting, especially if there's no ATC. We're going to have to try and coordinate this amongst us all, and hope that no one else is flying into Innsbruck. Oh dear. Robert Sinclair, next route is 125.5. Thanks, man. Actually, I've just noticed it. I don't think I've fired up the APU, did I? No. It helps if I get the APU started, doesn't it? Won't get very far without that.
That's Bitrate 55 Charlie Oscar. Did I clear you for push and start?
Negative, sorry, but we pushed while you were away.
And congrats on the birth of your own airline, boss. Here's a long career as CEO. Exactly. I'm getting so confused by call signs now because I've got Brawlsaw 01 in my head, Alpaca 01, my operator's call sign as well. If it gets really busy, I'm going to blurt out everything incorrectly.
Mike Tango and Bravo, Speedbird 55 Charlie Oscar.
Alpaca 02 for agent unreadable.
I heard it, okay. Budget Sim, I can't go today, I have to go to IKEA, that's a shame.
Stand 232, request engine start.
Liam T, we scared tower off. Yeah, we did earlier, that's for sure.
05, you are cleared for
actually, how many Alpacas have we got? We've got, actually, let's have a look here. We've got myself here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 here, 15. Poor Alpaca 90 Whisky.
Alpaca 007 X-ray ready.
We've got one here as well. AZA 17. Now, why is he in an Alpaca? I have no idea because I thought that was. I hope. Yeah, that's all right. Let's see, had 787 over there. It's busy.
Alpaca 007 X-ray
George W. And with some people who probably have to backtrack if they float. Yeah, you've got to try and make that exit. Or go on a break max, guys. Yeah, what's the exit in Innsbruck? I can't remember. For runway 08.
Stand by, we'll get a pen and paper.
Approach.
let me know when you're ready to copy.
Yeah, we've got to try and vacate Innsbruck at Bravo for runway 08. Should be doable. Right, I think one of us has requested for engine start. Andy G, hi. Oh my god, I've missed so much. This looks mega. We're 25 minutes in. We've got tower online now, so I think 2 or 3 of us have got clearance. Someone's requested engine starts.
3234 is ready for engine start.
And I think I'll get my engine start as well. We don't need pushback off this stand as well. I don't know where that person was. It's just self position.
3234.
Marvin Brooks greased the landings, everyone. Absolutely.
Alpaca 3234, you are cleared to start QNH 1022. Pushback should not be required. Roger, 3234.
Right, we'll get.
KLM 652 requesting radio check.
Taxi clearance.
It's getting busy now. Oh. What's happened?
KLM 652 requesting radio check.
KLM here as well. Very, very busy. Owen Finnegan, welcome to the chat. Good evening to you. Good morning, wherever you are.
Taxi clearance, please.
Alpaca 007 X-ray, taxi to holding point runway 25 via Echo Delta, Echo Bravo.
Cool, and then I'm going to try to engine start clearance at some point. I think what we'll do when we get to Innsbruck, after we land, instead of doing the replay straight away, I might just spend 5 minutes looking at some of the landings. Well, 5 minutes, so 5 minutes only get about one landing, I think, because I think you can only sequence in one aircraft at the same time. So I think you guys might be landing up to 30-45 minutes after the first person lands, that's for sure.
652 is requesting clearance.
Owen, early evening in sunny Derby. Well, Owen, I'll be honest, you're not a million miles away from yourself, so it's a little bit cloudy though. I am. Anthony too should have made an AC80 with that livery. Yeah, absolutely. Not Qantas though.
Alpaca 30, engine start, approach QNH 1022.
Alright, I'm going to get engine start now as well.
Engine start, approach QNH 1022, Alpaca 30.
At tower, Alpaca 01, stand 222, request engine start.
Calls on all please.
Alpaca 01.
Alpaca 01, engine start, approach QNH 1022.
Start approved QNH 1022, Alpaca 01. Cool, so we've got air condition packets off, anti-collision light is on, parking brake is set, transponder is out, off. And guys, I don't know if you just heard that, sounds like clearance delivery is on frequency now. So if you're listening, you might need to get your clearance on clearance delivery, which is 121.8. I'll put it in chat as well. I'm sure you can hear it anyway. Clearance on what was the frequency? LIRF delivery, sorry. LIRF delivery open. Cool, so guys, we've got your clearance. Hopefully I'll get you on ground very shortly, or tower, and we'll go from there. Right, we're at delivery tower, and we've got engine starts. So air conditioning packs off, anti-collision light on, parking brake is set, transponder out of.
Alpaca 23 Alpha, start at approved QNH 1022. Start approved
Right, there's
QNH
M2.
1022, Alpaca 23 Alpha. Tower, Alpaca 621, stand 233, start engines.
Oil pressure and N1.
Alpaca 621, start up approved QNH 1022.
There we go, that's looking good.
So,
I can't believe whose idea was that? I think it was Richard requested Innsbruck for the members stream. This is one of the hardest airports to fly into. There's going to be so many arrivals at once. It's going to be carnage. Poor Fiumicino Town must be asking himself what did he do wrong in life to deserve all these Alpaca departures. I'm sure he's loving it really, because it gives him something to do, doesn't it? Right, start to cut out Sonic Edge number 1.
Start up approved QNH 1022. Start approved QNH 1022, thanks. And Alpaca 79er, just confirm, did I give you clearance?
As
N2. Say again for Alpaca 79er.
Oil pressure and N1.
Alpaca 79er, disregard.
And there's the fuel coming in. Start house closed. Roberts again, well yeah, absolutely. All Alpacas start engines and taxi to hold point now.
Echo Delta, Echo Bravo, November Golf, November and Bravo.
I need my taxi chart out as well.
Taxi runway 25 via Echo Delta, Echo Bravo, November Golf, November Bravo, Alpaca 05.
That sounds really complicated.
Speedbird 55
taxi instructions, right. Starter cut out, monitoring engine number 1 and 2, and they are both stable. Perfect, let's do the full taxi flow.
332 Yankee, engine start please.
That's all set.
Alpaca
Flaps.
322 Yankee, start up the approach.
Flight controls, forward,
Start up
back,
approach,
and
QNH
left
1027.
centre, right centre, and
Alpaca 0, taxi negative.
rudders, right centre, left centre. Did the recall already, and that's it. That's the
Alpaca
before
02, taxi holding
taxi
point,
check is
runway
complete. So we've got 05 taxiing out,
25,
02's just got his
Delta,
clearance.
Echo Bravo, November Golf,
That's
November,
awesome. There goes
November Golf,
Alpaca 05.
runway 25,
That's Icefire.
runway
See
25,
Icefire taxiing ahead straight in front of me.
runway
That's so cool. You hit your wingtip on my
Alpaca
aircraft.
3234, ready for taxi.
Awesome.
Alpaca 3234, taxi at Golden Point, runway 25, follow company traffic.
I love that. Follow company traffic, guys.
325, Alpaca 3234.
Sweet. I'll wait for a few more guys to get past.
Italia 17, Standard 322, request push and start. Italia 17, push and start, approach QNH
Awesome.
1022.
So yeah, I forgot to mention, guys, I did put a little bit of extra fuel. Who's that going ahead as well? Alpaca 02, taxiing straight ahead. Who's that?
Alpaca 30, ready for taxi.
We've got Alpaca 02. That's Jack Aviation, just taxiing ahead of us.
Alpaca 30, taxi.
Sweet. Does it actually show your flaps as well? That's such a cool model as well. Look at you all going as well.
25, follow the traffic, Alpaca 30.
Guys, I'd love it if you get loads of screenshots as well. That would be so cool.
Tower afternoon, Alpaca 888.
Make sure you go the right way as well, because whoever's following the first one is going to get lost.
Stand 227.
Cool, and I'll make my way behind Alpaca 3234. Amazing.
Start up approach, QNH 1022, Alpaca 888.
And speedbird 55 Charlie Oscar, sorry for the delay, you are cleared for takeoff runway 25, wind 200 degrees 5 knots.
No trouble at all. Speedbird 55 Charlie Oscar to take off from 25.
Alpaca 01 request taxi.
Alpaca 01, taxi holding point, runway 25, follow company traffic.
Taxi hold point 25 behind company traffic. Alpaca 01. So we'll let Alpaca 30 go first. We'll pop on, turn off the taxi lights, and we'll go from there.
Alpaca 23 Alpha, taxi holding point, runway 25, follow company traffic, Boeing 737.
So we'll go behind Alpaca 30, and then we'll slot in just after Alpaca 23 Alpha.
Alpaca 007 X-ray.
Right, so parking brake release, there's the config check. Phil Man, I bet when you started streaming you didn't expect to see this happen. No, I didn't, if I'm honest. But it's absolutely awesome.
Alpaca 888, taxi 200.
Gosh, and the thing is, I'm gonna post this publicly post stream. We probably have lots of people wanting to do this, and you know, I think it's popular. I was planning on doing this sort of members thing, kind of once a month, end of month, sort of between the 20th and 28th each month. Do a public stream once a week, kind of on the weekends and stuff, a bit more if I can.
332 Yankee ready.
But yeah, we'll go from there. It's just this is just awesome. It's like first wave departures when you're going out of a busy airport. All your operators' aircraft going out at the same time. It's so cool.
Standby brake, speedbird 55 Charlie Oscar.
So yeah, as I was saying, I did put a little bit of extra fuel on the aircraft. I think I put exactly 7 tons on board. Just to allow for the fact I'm likely to have some holding today due to the amount of aircraft that are going in. But we'll see how we get on.
Say call down on please. Alpaca 621. Alpaca 621 taxi to holding point, runway 25.
Actually, is anyone who's watching just for fun? Is there any ATC on it in Innsbruck at the moment? 007 X-Ray's just got his takeoff clearance as well, so I think he's the first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're the 6th, so right in the middle of the mix. Awesome. This is pretty cool. Oh look, I forgot to set the standby altimeter and set the MFRA.
Confirm that. KLM 652.
I didn't actually do any performance for this departure. Just wait for 22k.
KLM 652.
But should be more than sufficient thrust for this departure. Nothing on it to Innsbruck, Justin. Thanks for checking. So that will be organised chaos. There you go, there's Alpaca 007 X-ray taking off. He is the first official airborne aircraft for Alpaca Airways, so congratulations to Alpaca 007 X-ray, which I think is Daniel Smith.
Alpaca 05, land away, runway 25. I'm away.
Sorry, it was Daniel Smith, there you go. And rotation for Daniel. Off he goes. Good luck, Daniel. We'll see you the other side. Awesome. Guys at LOWI would have run away, I think. I think so too. Cool.
Alpaca 007 X-ray. Contact Rome departure on frequency 125.5.
Cool, we got Roma on standby.
125.5, good night Ryan. Sorry, Alpaca.
Daniel, is that because you're always in a Ryanair aircraft? Don't be fooled, Daniel, that's a very common mistake to do. Say a different call sign. When I was in the simulator training guys who joined from other airlines, they always said their ex-operator's call sign. Right, let's do our before takeoff checklist anyway. So config we checked, flaps we have 5 required, 5 set green light, stab trim, set for departure 6 units based on the CG. Our takeoff briefing, packs are in auto. Turn the brightness up here. Bleeds are on, V speeds are set for departure 38, 38, 45. Our departure initially is going to be the Vancive 6 Alpha. It's an on-nav sig, climbing straight ahead right turn RF 706. And RF 707, then to Vancive, and then from there we're going to go direct to Sovan. Stop altitude 4,000 feet, so it's quite a low stop altitude, which is set on the MCP. NADP 2 departure in Rome Fiumicino. That's for runway 25. The others are NADP 1. There's NADP 2 here, so bug up at 1,000 feet. That's it. Cabin, we'll imagine, is secure. And our check's complete.
Alpaca 05, clear for takeoff, runway 25, wind 200 degrees, 5 knots.
So Alpaca 05 rolling, and Alpaca 02 Awesome. I hope you're not getting too distracted by the stream, guys, if you're operating the aircraft.
And Alitalia 17, confirmed facing west. So confirm facing northwest.
Not west. What was that? Confirm facing not west. Right, free to stop here. Right, parking brake set. I'm going to take some screenshots. Look at that, guys. Right, where's paid? I'm just making loads of screenshots, guys. I need to have a look at what I'm doing, because when I press print screen I have to do it twice for some reason. Save as. That's saved. That's so cool. Let's do a screenshot there as well. Awesome. If anyone's logging now, looking at that, they're very thinking, what in the world is going on here? It's super busy. Cool. Yeah, guys, if you could take as many screenshots during the flight as possible, upload them to Discord post-stream, that'd be cool, because I'm going to make a little post about it. It'd be really, really cool.
All stations, information, kilo is now valid.
Cool, so ATIS is kilo at this stage. We don't really need to listen to it again unless there's been a major change like the wind swinging. We'll have to redo the performance. There we are, just like on your holidays. Tim, peed off now. Flipping internet has dropped and kicked me off. Tim, I'm really sorry to hear that, mate. That's gutting. Don't know if you. I think by the time if you quickly log back on though, and get there. I mean, we're still quite a few aircraft on stand. I think we've got Alpaca 03. There's another one here, AZA 17. Someone can explain to me, how did they get the Alpaca livery with the AZA call sign? Not sure. There's an Alpaca 90 Whisky here as well. Yeah, we're nicely in the mix here.
3234 behind the party on traffic, land going 25 behind.
Roger, 3234.
Cool. Daniel Smith, yeah, you've got a shot, unlike my last time at Stansted. Yeah, Tim, that happened to Daniel Smith. I think last time the members flight from Stansted to Prague. Poor Dan's or something dropped out, either Vancive or X-plane, and I think you joined off and you took off in Frankfurt, didn't you, to catch up? Can't remember.
KLM 652 is ready. KLM 652, say again. We're ready for taxi. KLM 652, taxi holding point, runway 25 by November Zulu, Golf, November and Bravo.
Cool. There we are. We're now number 3.
Runway 25 via November Zulu, Golf, November Golf.
Yeah,
November.
that's my X-plane crashed after takeoff from Stansted, and that was annoying. Oh, fingers crossed mine doesn't crash, or any of the guys here crashes. That would be an absolute pain. I hope I put my fan and my graphics card liquid radiator cooler in correctly as well. Otherwise that's going to overheat, but so far so good. Bitrate, you tell him, yeah, fly your plane, Daniel Smith. There you go. Don't want to be much closer than I am already here, otherwise the problem is if you're queuing in traffic like this, all you do is suck up all the fumes of the aircraft ahead. It goes through the packs and it stinks, so I'm a little bit closer I'd like to be. Behind Alpaca 30. Stuart, me too, yeah. Glad for company traffic taxi instructions. Stuart, it's the same. When you get that in real life, it's a beauty, especially in a complex airport where the taxi is quite confusing. So it's lovely when you get that clearance. Follow company traffic behind, or follow the operator behind. You know, it's always nice to hear that. As long as he's going to the same point, that is. But they'd only give you that clearance if they were going to the same place. Cool.
KLM 1596, please face southeast. Facing southeast, KLM 1596.
Get some more shots here.
Alpaca 3234, wind 200 degrees, 6 knots, runway 25, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, Alpaca 3234. Alpaca 30, behind departing traffic, on way runway 25 behind.
More shots here.
Line up for the departing Boeing, Alpaca 30.
Cool, so it looks like we're going to be next behind Alpaca 30. Cool. Daniel Smith, thank God for parts. Yeah, absolutely, you need them, especially in complex airports, and also kind of a rough idea of where you're going to be going as well. Cool. I hope you can still see the stream as well. I'm having a few issues here my side. I hope you can still see me okay, guys. It looked like I dropped a few frames there on the live stream there. I'm not sure why. A lot of buffering. Yeah, I'm actually having issues this side as well, so I hope that sorts itself out. Streamlabs is still open in the background, but I did drop. It did cut out for a second. It said stream. It said on YouTube stream was complete. So I was like, oh gosh, it seems to have kicked back in now. Yeah, hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, it seems to be okay now. It's gone back to the original bitrate. Keep an eye on it. Anyway, we're next for departure. Jack Aviation, you're passing flight level 100. Good. Yeah, major lag.
KLM 1596, sorry, we pushed back down northwest.
Crikey, my bitrate's all over the place here. It says, okay, I'm still connected, I still hear ATC. There we go, it seems to be okay now. Yeah, I lost skipped frames. But the my upload, I'm looking at the performance here, it's varying between 3,000 kilobytes and 9,000 kilobytes. It's going up and down, all over the place. It's okay for you, Jack Aviation, okay. We'll keep an eye on it. So I'm 70:44 on the stream here. I think it's 9 hours behind live time. Otherwise we're all looking okay.
And Alpaca 30, wind to 0 degrees, 6 knots, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Alpaca 30 is departing.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25.
Oh, 30, got a 30 and a 03, that's confusing. And we are next.
KLM 157, correction 1596, facing north, Zulu. KLM 1596, you are taxi to 1 point runway 25, taxi hotel, Papa and Bravo.
Oh crikey, my bitrate is all over the place. I have no idea, my internet's gotten dodgy.
Taxi to Holiday Point via Hotel Papa and Bravo, KLM 1596. Alpaca 01, land up away runway 25.
Line up away 25, Alpaca 01. So, confirm, affirm, clear left, clear right, and strobes on. That's all set. Transponder TARA and weather radar on. So MCP is set, transponder, TARA, strobe lights are on, holding on our takeoff clearance.
Approaching
Runway 25. Oh, colours all changed in X-Plane. It's always doing funny things like that.
On runway 25.
Can't do some practice on my lineups in X-Plane 11. There we are. Bit off the set side, we can fix that.
Alpaca 30, contact Rome radar on 125.5.
So we've got 888 next, 23 Alpha, 621, and we're all ready to go.
Thank you.
Jack Aviation, you're debating doing the circle to land. You'll throw a spanner in the works if you do that. I think we're all going to try and do 08 straight in from the west via that point. I can't remember what it is now.
Etihad 1-1 Whisky, ready for taxi.
Look at us all here waiting. I think we're about halfway through the departures.
On runway 25. On runway 25.
Whiskey, taxi to holding point, runway 25.
It's going to require some coordination, that's for sure.
Mike, Tango and Bravo. Holding point 25 via Zulu, Mike, Tango and Bravo, Etihad 1-1 Whiskey.
Alright, where is our takeoff clearance? Poor Tarry is having to do quite a bit though. Ben smells forget wake turbulence. Yeah, going into Innsbruck, I guess. Cool. Yeah, my bitrate on the stream is all over the place. It's
Alpaca 01,
changing all
wind
over.
200 degrees 6 knots, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Runway 25 clear for takeoff. Alpaca 01. I know you said broadsword 01 there as well. Right. Cheers, we've got timing and start the thrust levers up to 40%. Let's go to Innsbruck.
Behind company aircraft, line up to 5 and
That's 40% stabilised. Set takeoff thrust. Looking for 90.9. There we are. Takeoff thrust sets indications are normal.
And Alpaca 23 Alpha, I have a new squawk code for you. Could you put in 5545? Squawk 5545, Alpaca 23 Alpha.
There comes V1. Hand off the thrust lever and rotate. So a little bit of rudder here for the crosswind. Keep it down the centre and we are airborne. Positive climb, gear up. A bit of turbulence. And onto the flight directors and trim.
400.
Alpaca 23 Alpha, sorry I'm at 5510, sorry about that. Say again for Alpaca 23 Alpha.
Looking good.
23 Alpha 55
And
sorry,
Command A, and we'll bug up.
5510 Alpaca 23 Alpha, no problem.
And here comes the right turn on the Sausage 6 Alpha, the initial right turn. There's V2 plus 15, you can select flaps 1. It's getting a little bit misty here in Rome. Is that icing on the front here? Or is that just a reflection? Flaps up. Can't be icing, it's way too warm outside.
Alpaca 01, contact Rome radar now, frequency 125.5, having a flight.
At Rome radar 125.5, Alpaca 01, thanks a lot for service, bye. There we are. So, flaps up, no lights, we can select vertical speed now, approaching 4,000 feet. I've already got out to quiet, that's fine, so we'll just bug up to 250 knots. And then we'll just quickly do the after takeoff checklist whilst the aircraft accelerates. So 12 degrees, don't need the engine anti-ice on. Air conditioning and pressurization, it's 1.8 climbing. Temperatures are set. Release the cabin crew. That's it. After takeoff checklist is complete, we'll now contact Roma. Roma radar Buenos Aires, it's Alpaca 01. We're on the Sausage 6 Alpha departure for Sovan 6 Alpha transition, maintaining 4,000 feet.
Alpaca 01, good evening, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250, Alpaca 01. So, flight level 250 is set to VNAV, and we can now select set standard, passing 38 flight level 250. And yes, the after takeoff checklist is complete. We're doing okay so far. Brilliant. Airborne safely.
Alpaca 3224, contact Eurocontrol 135.5. Bye-bye.
What's that frequency? 1355, I think.
135.55, Alpaca 3234, thank you.
(13555) Eurocontrol. Okay. Excellent. Jacko, you'll go for RNAV, absolutely, yes, don't go for the circle, no problem, that you will cause absolute chaos if you do the circle, coming in the other way round. We've got a message in from someone. Delivery. Hi, I'm... just let you know, if you wish to do more group flights in Italy, please send us an email. We'll be more than happy to provide ATC services. Have a fun flight to Innsbruck. Saying it's me, probably doesn't realise. Saying thanks a lot for the excellent ATC.
Very good
cool.
Afternoon too. Alpaca 888 with you.
Love it. Passing 109, flight level 250. Pre-cruise checks, right, fuel, full pumps. Lights, logos off, anchors off, pressurisation is set. Release the passengers. Looks nice and smooth out there. Very cool. Make sure we're monitoring the international distress frequency 121.5. There we are. All good. Tailwinds today, not really. The wind's not very strong there, Ben. Anthony, how's Jack feeling? Much better, bless him. Thanks for all the kind messages in Discord as well. He had his operation on what day was it now? It's Saturday, isn't it? So it was Thursday. Thursday night, it was like he was a puppy again. It was crying all night, bless him. Obviously in discomfort from the tooth being pulled out. He's been off his food. Yesterday he didn't have any breakfast. He's been off his water as well, which is really weird. He didn't have any water yesterday until the evening, and because we had to mix the water with, we gave him some chicken and rice. He ate that with the water inside. Today he's feeling much better. He's not moaning continuously at least, but yeah, touch wood, no more major operations. Oh.
Going to your control 135.
Andy's mistake of had to light a fire for the wife, but I'm back. No problem, Andy. We're airborne. We're in the mix. I think we're number 6 or 7 for departure, amongst the Virtual Airline, and I think there was about 5 or 6 left behind us as well. So we're really in the mix here. I'm going to take a look at the Vancive map shortly. But this is superb. Very enjoyable. Cool. So is this actually a VATSIM event in Rome today? Seeing they had ATC, I'm not sure. Because the guy who messaged me was the tower frequency. He said he's the VATSIM Italian event coordinator. So he might just be on tower anyway. Daniel's already on short final. Can't be, unless he was absolutely stonking it there. I'm having a look at the VATSIM map. VAT traffic, let's have a look here. Oh, look at that line, that is so cool. So, I think, yeah, Daniel is... Oh no, that's someone else. That's the... I can see the person going to Heathrow. But I can see Daniel Smith's ahead. He is at his cruise level, 36,000 feet. Right behind Dan, we've got Alpaca 05, Jason. We've got Alpaca 02, Jack. We've then got Alpaca 3234, Alpaca 30, which is Liam. Then myself, and behind me we have Richard, Alpaca 888. So yeah, that's the queue. And behind Richard, can't quite see there. So I'm right in between. Richard's behind me, and we've got Liam in Alpaca 30 just ahead of us. So we're doing well. And when I get to top of climb, we'll discuss what I'm going to do. I think because it's because we're coming in from the south, it's quite a sharp arrival onto the final turn. So you might have to go in the hold once. If we coordinate that, or somehow, I might get myself into the hold a couple of times. But then we've got to make sure that everyone's at the correct flight level if there's no ATC. So everyone has to kind of do like 1,000-foot segments. And then we'll break off when they reach the platform for the hold. Looking at Innsbruck as well. There's quite a lot of air traffic in Salzburg, and there is a couple of aircraft landing in Innsbruck as well, so we'll be mixing amongst a few other people that might be thinking, what in the world is going on? Could be very, very interesting. Ben Spouse, is your climb speed 291 best based on your weight? Seems faster than the normal 280. Ben, the climb speed is based off several factors. One of the most common reasons this changes is your top of climb wind. Now let me try and get this right. If you've got a strong headwind in at top of climb, it will climb quite a fast speed, so it climbs slower because it doesn't want to spend much time in that headwind. If you have a very strong tailwind at top of climb, it'll climb at a slower speed, so it gets there quicker to utilise that tailwind. So it's all about being as efficient as possible.
Alpaca 01, contact Eurocontrol 135.55. Bye.
135.55, Alpaca 01. Have a nice evening. Bye. There's Eurocontrol.
Reporting one back, Swiss 5188.
And Super 148, direct Alpha is climbing to flight level 360, just passing 260.
Super 148, Eurocontrol, good evening. Squawk 0513.
Squawk 0513.
2,000 to go.
Eurocontrol, good evening. Alpaca 01, climbing flight level 250, direct Sovan.
Can you step up, please? Break. Alpaca 007 X-ray, proceed direct Albert.
He's getting a shortcut, 007 X-ray.
Albert, Alpaca 007 X-ray.
Balsaz, this must...
Alpaca 01 identified, 250, climb now, flight level 360.
Climb now, flight level 360, Alpaca 01. Right, 360 set, there's
VNAV,
you have to push out to make VNAV out. There we are. 360 set once, twice, checking the third time in the FMC as well. Looking good.
Whisky Oscar, hello. Descend
I had some weird dinging noise, I have no idea what that was. Stuart Walsh, you're airborne, fantastic. You're only about 10 minutes behind, so I'm sure you'll catch up quickly. Yeah, sorry, Balsas, this must be an epic company ski trip. Mega, yeah, so I think we all used the same zero fuel weight. So I personally used 175 passengers. I think we counted 12 aircraft. Well, yeah, you could do the maths on that one. It's about 2,000 people going from Rome to Innsbruck on the... well, it's not technically not the inaugural group flight. This is the second group flight we've done, but by far the best organised and first Alpaca Airways flight, that is for sure. Steve, just like to say congrats to everyone who's taking part in the stream. Well, I don't want to just say thanks. Well, sorry, I want to just say thanks as well to the guys who went well behind kind of organising the kind of airway, the virtual airline. I think Richard Ausberg did a lot of work there, you know, officially declaring it, making the all the chaps that made the livery. So obviously the original designer, Michael, I have to give thanks to. Icefire and Paul, isn't it, who made the Alpaca CSL. Anyone else I've forgotten, sorry, but thank you very much. This will be a monthly thing, guys. I will be sticking to my guns. So at the end of the month, between say the 22nd, 28th, or around that time, we'll organise a group flight like this each month in return for your continued membership. And this will always be streamed privately. Obviously, the main reason is, as you well know, on VATSIM on public streams, which is sometimes we're pulling in 1,000 viewers per stream. It's too many people who take that opportunity to ruin,
Eurocontrol, good afternoon to you.
I'm worried that someone might, some of these individuals go to quite some lengths where we might have issues at one time, but at the moment this is by far one of the most enjoyable things I've done so far. Just flights into these group flights are awesome. God, my office is beginning to melt. I really need to open the window. That means taking my headset off. I'm going to quickly run to my window, guys, because I will melt if I don't open my office window. Hopefully, ATC won't call me.
Delta 851, we reached level 160.
Delta 851, apologies. Contact Roma 125.5. Goodbye.
I'm back. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. Oh, it's already much better. It's already cooling down behind me. I hope you can't hear the traffic going past either. Liam T, so how do we hold? We'll work that out. Stuart Walsh, 80% of the stands in Innsbruck have AI aircraft. Oh dear, I might have to park on a stand with AI aircraft or the grass. As we can see, Alpaca Airways aircraft are fitted with the equipment to be able to park on grass, as we saw earlier in Rome, so it should be an issue. Bangkok will go to 10. I bet you're 600 members. No, not as many as that. I think we've got, I think it's about just shy of 200 members at the moment. I think I'd say about 80% of the members are Discord members. Some people don't seem to use it, and I do my best to try and explain or show people how to use it. So So I'm trying to get as many people, obviously, to all you guys supporting the channel. Pay us for £5 a month, and I felt, when I started the membership thing, it was obviously a way of generating a little bit of revenue. I didn't expect it to be as popular as it was, and I felt a matter of guilt, really, thinking, oh, you guys are paying X amount each month, and I'm not giving anything for a return. So that's why I did the Discord. That's why I started doing kind of the members only streams with this the group flight. Obviously you can organise your own group flights, but definitely a private stream every month as well. So yeah, all I can say is thanks, guys. Really. Yeah, thanks a lot for investing in me. That's all I can say. Ben, I know I have not used Discord yet. Yeah, well, feel free. Do you know how to join it, Ben? Or are you in it, or I'm not sure?
007 Extra, can you please maintain Mach decimal 78?
Because I did post this on the YouTube community post to members only as well, so if you're a member you should get that message, but everything's coordinated through Discord.
Thank you.
Flight level 230, request lower.
Cool. So how actually far is... Yeah, it's a short flight, this one. The top is at 185 miles, so once we get to 360 we'll start chatting about the arrival we're going to fly. I've never flown this arrival either, so I hope it works for the RNAV for runway 08. I think we're doing 08, aren't we? I think the 08's the kind of... Well, I really don't know what the preferred runway... Let me know in chat, what do you want to do, 0826, what do you plan for? I've planned for 08, because I think that's the kind of... I've been just observing flight radar. I've no information on Innsbruck because I operated as a girl there. I've just been observing some arrivals. They seem to be mostly from the north and south, being using runway 08. FSX nerd, yeah, that's my apologies for that. It was meant to start at 5:30. Yesterday on Discord, I did mention, would you guys prefer if I do it a little bit earlier? And everyone wanted it to start earlier. I think a little bit later it kind of clashed with most people eating their supper or dinner, especially in other parts of Europe, where in the UK, obviously, we're an hour behind most of Europe. So yeah, this was the better suited time. So yeah, I must apologise for changing it at such late notice, So at least you're here. I'm sorry that you couldn't join the flight.
154 identified, flight level 400, proceed as planned.
Daniel Smith, you're doing Mach decimal 78. You guys have no chance. I think we're probably trying to get everyone to do the same speed. We're planning decimal 77 at Costa Nix 30.
Okay to start sending, please.
Monarch 58, FM descend when ready, flight level 250.
I need to change the video title as well. I think Alpaca Airways Flight 1, I think I'll change it to members only, or Alpaca Flight 1. Right, anyway, there's our flight level 360 in the cruise. And,
Alpaca 05, looks like it's not going to work. You can reduce Mach decimal 76, please.
Uh-oh.
Mach decimal 76.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, because I think my frames will take a bit of a hit as we get closer to the Alps, as it will for everyone. I have to load in all this ortho, and I know Vancive, he does this thing now where it sometimes boots you off the network, doesn't it? I hope it won't. Yes, Anthony, yeah, I think that's what we'll plan. We'll hold at LMM for 08, RTT for 26, yes, but I think what we're going to do is LMN and fly the RMP approach for runway 08. We won't fly the approach onto 26 today. What is the... I haven't even looked at the weather in Innsbruck. Oh, it's variable at 1 knot.
Alpaca 05, it's not going to work. Channel heading 360.
Someone's getting some separation.
Heading 360, Alpaca 05.
Speedbird 55, Charlie Oscar's back.
So I'm just taking a look at the flight radar.
Thank you.
Yeah, looking right now, there's an aircraft right on final in Innsbruck. It's just, oh no, sorry, it's just departing runway 08. I think they've been using it 08 all day.
Climb flight level 340, Alpaca 23 Alpha.
Yeah, I think...
Alpaca 05,
Oh, and runway 26. They've been using 26 as well. I've no idea. There was an EasyJet that landed half an hour ago on runway 26. And then there was a TUI that landed on runway 08. I think they literally use whatever runway is the most convenient for the arrival. I mean, I think we should stick for runway 08. I think we should do LMEM hold 08. That's what I'm going to do anyway. That's what we planned for. And what I'll do, I'll stick in a hold as well. So, I know some of you might be watching this ahead as well. If you want to do the same, that's fine. So, what you need to do is...
Alpaca 007 X-ray, can you accept 340?
Brano, Whisky India 600. There's LMEM. I'm going to stick a hold in here at LMEM, the official hold.
Flight level 340 should be fine, Alpaca 007 X-ray.
Good, bad.
007 X-ray, marvelous, thank you.
Marvellous. Bit of better spacing.
Flight level 340,
So let's have a look at the hold coming in for our arrival. Star. Arrival, and we're going to go at Breno 3 Bravo. What is that noise? Oh, it's a message from people trying to get them to fly into certain places on VAT traffic. I've got VAT traffic. I've got it. Right, so we're going to come in from Breno, or Breno, Whisky to 600, then LMEM. So we're going to stick this hold in, okay? So we're going to do, what's that? It's going to be a parallel entry here. And then hold at LMEM. And then I'm going to do once round the hold, and then fly outbound. I think that will work quite nicely. We need to make sure, though, that everyone is at the right level. So who's first? I can't remember who's first. If you look at the hold, minimum holding altitude is 13,000 feet. So what you need to do, I think it's Daniel, plan to enter the hold at LMEM at 13,000. And then once you're ready for the approach, fly outbound at LMEM. Who's ever behind Daniel, go for 14,000. Whoever's behind Daniel after that is 15,000. The next person 15, 16, so on. So we've got this 1,000-foot separation. I think that's going to be the best way of doing it. So I don't know if anyone's not watching this stream wants to look at the VATSIM map. If someone could coordinate that and do that, you're going for RNAV 2. Are you going to do RTC? Well, that's fine, Dan. You can go and hold over there. And we'll just have to try and coordinate when you can fly the approach. So you're going to go for the Brano 2 Alpha. That's fine. I'm going to go left to LMEM hold. I mean, I don't know what the preferred. Looking at this direction, it doesn't make any difference really which one you do.
Alpaca 05, you can proceed direct Breno.
I think we're going to have to do a vote, aren't we?
Brano, Alpaca 05.
17 arrivals into Innsbruck. Sheesh. We need to kind of try and do the same. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Like, some of you might have been practicing on 2.6, I guess, because that's what we said prior to the stream. And then some of you might want to do runway 08 as well. I don't know. Yeah, you're coordinating. So 13,000, 14,000, 15,000 for Czech Aviation. That's fine. Daniel, I think you should try RNAV 08. It's exactly the same. LNAV, VNAV, you can't go wrong. So unless you lose the FMC or something. I'll probably stick with the original plan of doing 08. It's really hard to know which one would be the preferred runway from the south. I couldn't see any arrivals from the south into Innsbruck. So what I'm going to do is Brano 3 Bravo, Whisky India 600 LMEM, and we'll enter the hold here at LMEM. So if we go down to the FMC, pop this up here. So next hold, LMEM, hold at LMEM, and we want 149 left-hand turns, 149 / left-hand turns executed. So the hold is in at LMEM, and what I need to do is we need to try and coordinate this. You need to put in at LMEM the hard altitude you want to be at. So put in LMEM, you know, so Dan's first, you put 130 and get rid of the alpha, so 130 hard. Whoever's second, 140, whoever's third, 150, and that way we can sort of coordinate what we're going to do. Adsony, you said trees. Interesting. So I think I'm 6 in the queue. I'm having a look at the map again. On the VATSIM map. We're having to play ATC here, obviously. So yeah, Daniel, you're going to a different hold, of course, so fair enough. Yeah, that will be something different for you. Alpaca 05 and Alpaca 007 X-ray. That's going to be interesting. You're nearly on top of each other.
Olympic 117 identified.
Alpaca 2.
Continue flying 320.
I'm trying to find Icefire. Right. So Stuart Walsh, yeah, you can work out what you got. You're 2 behind me, so you'll go plus 2,000 feet. Whatever you're doing. So we need to try and work out what we need to try and work out and coordinate
0520.
what altitude we're going to go. So obviously Dan's going the other way. He's going to go towards Rattenberg. And then we're all going to go to Elmem. If we just try and work out what altitude you're going to be, that'll be fine. If someone could coordinate. I'm having a look here. It's hard to see the list because we're kind of mixing with other traffic too. Alpaca 02. Gary, this is quite entertaining. We'll have to join the next group flight. I'm trying to work out what level to hit. Right, what I'm gonna do for now, because I'm currently, I think, the 6th in the queue. I'm just gonna call me the 6th. I'm just gonna go 6 above this. So if I start, I'm gonna stick in 190 at Elmem initially as a hard level.
0520.
So there we are. VNAV is going to hit Elmem at 190. Secondly, make sure you slow down. You want to be doing, when you enter the hold here, kind of not more than really 220 knots. That's going to be my target speed anyway, so I'm going to put 220 at Elmem. And I'll enter the hold at Elmem at flight level 190 and then step down. We'll try and work out, make sure no one's below you. If it's sort of 1,000 feet below you, wait, and then step down. And when you get down to the platform altitude, which is 13,000 feet, sorry, these are all in altitudes. What's the transition here? By ATC, but these are all altitudes, I think. So yeah, whoever's first, when you get to 13,000 feet, you can then go outbound onto the procedure as well. So, approach, and I'm doing RMP Zulu 08, which requires authorization. And you can see here, look, from holding at Elmem, you're going to go straight outbound at 13,000 feet. So that's how it works.
Euro control, Alpaca 322 Yankee, 25,000.
Cool.
Alpaca 322 Yankee.
So I hope that kind of makes sense to everyone with regards to the coordination. I'm going to go down to 190, and then whoever's in front of me go to 18, whoever's in front of me go to 1716, and we'll try and work out ATC ourselves and step down accordingly. Right, I'll do the rest of the setup now as well. That's why I took an extra 30 minutes of fuel, just to kind of allow for this. Oh, if ATC came on down to Innsbruck, he is going to have an absolute nightmare.
And Euro control, Legion 65 Romeo, out of leveling off at
Ben Smell, so at the altitude, will you need flap 1 for getting enough lift for the turn? You shouldn't do, so long as you're above the up speed, or at a sensible speed, you're fine. Above 20,000 feet, it's prohibited to have flaps.
Alpaca 05, ready.
Ballas, how about the outconstraints before Elmem? No need to erase them. Yeah, make sure you put your hard level in, and it's above the restriction, which is 130, and that will lock VNAV onto that. And then when you get there, you'll need to use another pitch mode like VNAV, level change or vertical speed to descent.
0522.
Squawk 0522, Agent 65.
You can see how late my top of descent is now because we're
Alpaca 007 X-ray, when ready, descend, flight level 250.
right, let's have a little look at this arrival as well. Final approach course is 078. These RNAV approaches are just, you know, they take all the way down these days, all the way down to the runway.
65 Roger, climb 340.
Good evening again, Alpine 2942 or is this descent?
078, there's no frequencies to tune because it's not RNAV. The minimums take you to 1,000 feet above the aerodrome, so 2,900. We'll set that as a hard. RVR's 2,400 meters, lovely day down there, so we'll whack in 2,900.
Control Alpine 2942, regular descent.
2942, Roger, for you descent 240.
2,900 is set.
Your control, Alpaca 05, ready for descent.
Cool. Jack Aviation, yeah, that's fine. 220 to 15,000 feet. Liam, you're number 5. Go for 170. That sounds good.
There's about 4 nautical miles ahead, and he's not.
Tom, what is this street? Where have you been, Tom?
So stand by 1 moment, please.
This is Alpaca Airways inaugural service. Someone requested 1213 aircraft to take them to Innsbruck for skiing. 1213 Italians. Right, performance-wise, ton.
Alpaca 007 X-ray, you copy?
It's going to be about 61-ish tons of landing, 61.2. I would have put 61.5, we're going to probably burn a bit more. Flap 40 I'm going to use, because I want to get off there at the exit. Let's go order break 3, not max. And that is to vacate at...
Rings 1, Kilo Foxtrot identified 380, proceed as final.
Loading. That's the vacator. There we are.
Can you accept a vector and then a descent?
This is going to get interesting. Very, very interesting.
Heading 340, descend 240, back at 05.
Speedbird 2042, leaving my airspace, frequency change is approved, enjoy flight.
Daniel Smith, I'm really hoping AT doesn't come on. I've set a custom waypoint to get rid of the Sharpton LMM to RTT. I mean, it's pretty sharp. I mean, technically you have to enter that hold before flying the approach. Did someone just request CPDLC? I didn't even know you could do CPDLC. I remember someone in Discord was saying that they could do CPDLC. That's incredible. CPDLC's gone live in Europe now, so I think by next month it's mandatory for all operators above a certain level to have CPDLC. I've done the course for it at my operator, but I'm not going to be flying until February, March time.
Control Alpaca 79, I would like to step away for 5 minutes.
Daniel Smith, you need to pay attention, apparently. Daniel Smith and Icefire, the two at the front of the pack, trying to fly into each other by the looks of it.
5 minutes and report one back.
Alright, 5 minutes, we'll report one back, Alpaca 79, thanks.
So, RNAV approach.
Alpaca 007,
Yankee request higher.
Scarnage.
Alpaca 322 Yankee request higher, please.
And crashed. I haven't had good word, you're trying to contact me.
Alpaca 007 X-ray, firm descent flight level 200.
Flight level 200, Alpaca 007 X-ray.
Dad, pay attention. Only kidding.
Alpaca
oh look,
322 Yankee.
automatic disconnect. I'm getting all this because your frame rate is low. Oh god, this is the new Vancive thing. Cool, I better behave myself.
So you requested altitude.
Swiss 5188 back in cockpit.
Some people, like, that Swiss guy, he needs to wait, you know. He needs to wait until the RT stops slipping in front of him. So yeah, Braino, Whisky 600 L Bell. There's no, is the Brook NDB, but that's not for us, it's not even on the airfield.
Alpaca 007 X-ray, further descent on
Pappy 3.5. So 3.6. What you might find, guys, if you fly this approach slightly steeper than the Pappies, you might see that you have 3 whites on the approach. That's completely normal. It's slightly higher than the Pappy angle, so you can see, look, the Pappies are set at 3.5. The actual path is 3.6. My operator's not approved for these approaches. This is like radius to fix on approach on final, so the RMP 0.3. I mean, it would work, but I think you'd need special authorization to fly this aircraft and training. Dual GNSS required, IRS required. Don't need any DME, VOIs, all RNAV based, RMP based.
Swiss 1, correction, Swiss 5188.
So if the temperature's below -7, you cannot fly this approach in VNAV or non-compensated VNAV because this is what the altimeter uses.
Can you please repeat Swiss 5188?
Tom, yes, I did hear you get disconnected.
Expect to be level 12,000 at
Steve, what is this thing you've organised? This looks really, really impressive. Order list 007 X-ray 5. Number the 023234 3001 88823 Alpha. That's the list of the call signs. Thanks for that, Steve. So, if you're listening, guys, Alpaca 007 X-ray. I know you're going to Rattenberg, so you don't have to worry about that, but Alpaca 05, if you aim to be at flight level 130, Alpaca 02, 14, 140, 150, 160, I'll be at flight level 170 then. Alpaca 01 at flight level 170. Thanks for that, that's really good to see the order. There we are. And hopefully we won't hit each other. Icefire, you're going to LMEM now. Oh, sorry, yeah, that's perfect, Icefire. Because you're going to be Alpaca 05, I think, aren't you?
With you, flight level 250.
Alpaca 03.
I think.
Hello, climb.
Yes, you are
level
Alpaca 05, perfect.
Climb flight level 360, Alpaca 03.
Look at this, cute. This is going to be carnage. I'm excited for this. If we fly into each other, not a problem. Yes, of course. Well, we can use Unicom, can't we? Yeah, I forgot. When we lose ATC, we can use the Unicom frequency to communicate with each other, hopefully. Stuart Walsh, that puts you at 190. Yeah, if you're 2 behind me, Stuart, which I think you said. Yes, I'm at 17, so if you're 2 behind me, you'd be 190. Sounds good.
Alpaca 30, maintain Mach 0.73 until top of descent.
Good. We'll see the winds, it's only 16 knots or so. I haven't looked at the flight plan descent winds. If it's less than 20, I probably won't bother. Yeah, the winds are 10 knots. I'm not going to bother filling in the descent forecast, which I would in real life. But you won't find, you'd find there's not much difference here, 250 below 100, but even though we're going to be doing much slower. And the QNH in Innsbruck, it's vital that you get the correct QNH set as well if you're flying an approach in VNAV, non-precision approach. It's 1021. ZIBO's told me as well, you know, you get those, he's rebuilt, I think, the logic for those messages, so I'm hoping you'll get less or maybe none at all of these insufficient fuel using reserve fuel messages when you update the FMC. It was a very old code, I think he said he's updated. 1021 is the QNH. Bit pixelated when I'm moving, Tom. Yeah, I had a few issues with the connection earlier, my internet, and I think even if I pan around a bit, it has a few problems and stuff. It's been okay now. Robert Sinclair, I'm going to follow the altitude 1,000 feet higher than the one in front on TCAS. That's fine. May I not recommend you do that in reality? Nice view over the Alps. Look at this with the ortho. What's my frames at the moment? Ooh, 30 frames per second. I think that's acceptable for that sim at the moment. But this does chew up resources in the computer. Looking good though.
Alpaca 30 is requesting descent.
Alpaca 30, roger, descent flight level 240.
Descent flight level 240.
Tom Knudsen, what's my bitrate? The stream bitrate set to something like 5,000 or 6,000 right now. Looking at the stream settings, it's fluctuating between 4,000 and 5,000 the bandwidth. Right now it's 4,600. Seems to be pretty stable now, but it was all up and down earlier, all over the place. I haven't had any drop frames now for 39 minutes, thankfully.
Swiss 5188.
Go ahead.
Okay, I expected you to call for descent, but never mind. Proceed direct Salam.
Direct Salam.
Yeah, what do I change? What should I change this video time to? Remember, it was only group flight 2. I might stick with that for now, but I might change it to Alpaca Airways.
Alpaca 3234, further descent on Unicom 122.8, safe landing.
Roger, 3234 Unicom 128.8. Thank you very much.
122.8.
22.8.
Very good. Cool. This is going to be carnage. Going into Innsbruck. Disconnected from VATSIM because your frame rate is low for too long, more than 30 seconds. Ah, it's 25 frames per second. Am I back on now? Ah, I've been kicked off. Even kicked off VATSIM. Connected to network. I'm back on.
We're Swiss 5188.
Really? Yeah, my frames are at 24, 26, but the message said... No. Not been that low.
Just when you're ready to report already.
Less than 20 frames per second for over 30 seconds. It's about 30, and it does drop sometimes, but not for that long. I don't know how it reads that. You did tell me, Tom, yes, you do get booted out. But, I don't know. I mean, the performance does drop a bit when the auto loads in, but I don't think I was less than 20 frames per second for 30 seconds. Oh, just it's a fault with the detection logic. Yeah. Well, I understand what the issue was, is people were dropping performance and people getting close to each other on the approach, weren't they? And I have had it before, to be fair, when it's dropped right off on final. Cool. So when I land, what I'll probably do is I'll wait around for around 10 minutes to watch the next landing. See how that is, and then we'll watch the replay of my landing as well, which will be pretty cool. And then we'll log off and free a stand as well. Justin, I got kicked off with 30 plus. I switched to FAO. Oh dear. Okay. But yeah, I mean, this is for me okay. You know, well, my performance seems fine. And this is about as hard as it could be for it, I think. You know, ZIBO is quite a complex aircraft for it to load. You know, a lot of mesh, isn't there? Photographic scenery being loaded in, weather, clouds. I think this is about as intensive as it can get for the PC.
Olympic 117, further descent on Unicom 122.8, safe landing.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know why. You can see here on TCAS traffic is 7,700 feet below you. You shouldn't be able to. Well, certainly on our aircraft. Outside of 2,300 it disappears.
5188 for the descent.
So we ready to descend as well? We'll request descent.
Descent to flight level 120 and progression to the flight level 120 at Takeoff. So it's final pick.
Alpaca 01 request descent.
Alpaca 01 descent flight level 240.
Descent flight level 240 Alpaca 01. Right, that is set. 240 checked. There we go. Kieran Harvey, latest ZIBO feels so good to fly. Rotation's a lot better and doesn't really need any trim at V2 plus 20. Perfect. Yeah, that's a lot of work's been done on the weight and balance. Someone made a really interesting point in Discord the other day. Remember that a lot of European operators, mine included, uses these standard masses or standard weights for things. So, for example, all adults are presumed to be 84 kilos. Every child's presumed to be 35 kilos. A checked-in bag's always presumed to be 13 kilos, and that's how that kind of load sheet works. Bear in mind, when we get the figures for the FMC, the aircraft might actually not weigh that. It could be typically 2 tons less. Generally, most people on average don't weigh 84 kilos. There's a lot of, you imagine if you've got 18, 19-year-olds, they're all quite light, or perhaps a bit heavy. Sometimes you rotate the aircraft, it feel out of trim initially. You mustn't trim during the rotation, you just have to pull or lighter or pull a bit heavier, and then trim. But sometimes it's perfect, sometimes it can feel heavy, sometimes it can feel a bit light. It's because obviously not everyone weighs 84 kilos. Look at that awful.
Hello, identified climb, flight level 300.
Cool, so we're going to go down to, once we go offline, drag required, I don't think so, we're bang on here on our target speed. We're going to plan to be at LMM, flight level 170 at 220 knots, so we could kind of use Unicom to perhaps coordinate it, or chance, we'll work it out. Carl, good evening, or good morning to you, I should say. All done with the doggies. What did I miss? Well, I hope your dogs are behaving themselves. Jack's currently sulking because he's had his operation a couple of days ago. This is the second ever group flight. I don't know if you want to flick to the start of the stream. We had 12 Alpaca flight deck to sim, Alpaca Airways, broadsword, whatever you want to call it, liveries, all departing out of Rome. We've been causing chaos in northern Italy for ATC, but it's going on really, really well. It's fantastic fun. And we're all about... I'm number 6 at the moment, descending into Innsbruck. We're trying to coordinate how we're going to do this, because there's no ATC. We're going to try and enter the hold, and then from LMM, exit the hold to fly the approach. in a orderly fashion, hopefully.
Alpaca 01, further descent on Unicom 122.8, safe landing.
Was that for me? Oh, no.
Negative message for Alpaca 01.
122.8 Alpaca 01. Thanks for the service. Bye bye. Perfect. On to Unicom then. Right, this could get interesting. Kieran Harvey, what about the 10 kilo carry-on that is allowed? Don't think it's checked in, so how is that counted? It's included within that 84 kilos, so that takes into account a checked-in bag. A bit of engine anti-ice coming on. Jack Aviation, you've left the hold. Greg's got no ATC with the traffic alert emoji. Love it. I'm going to say good evening on Unicom and I'll tell everyone what we're doing. Good evening Unicom, Alpaca 01, descending flight level 170 to enter the hold at Elmem. So we'll stick in 170. Hopefully whoever's behind me is going to go 180 and whoever's in front of me is going to be below 170. And then we'll work it out from there. Oh nice, look at the scenery, superb. Do like a bit of ortho. I think it'd be really cool to fly over the DC-3 add-on in this in a live stream. That'd be really cool, like flying through the valleys. Dan's not responding. I don't know where he is. Oh god, he's gone rogue, has he? He's doing runway 26. So hopefully he won't fly into you, Icefire. I say, you're going to be on the approach, is going to be approaching the other direction. That could be fun. Dan, you're here. I'm on Unicom already. Very good. We need to try and coordinate your arrival with ours. You're going to probably have to wait a while. Or someone's going to have to wait a while. So ZIBO is done really well. Oh crikey! Frame rate is too low. It's 30 frames per second at the moment. It should be fine. So you can look at the ZIBO mod. It's really doing this well. We're planning to be at 170 at 220 knots. So you can see we should reach 170 here. There's LMEM. It's actually it's worked out that we need to slow down. So you should find as we approach decel that green we call it the green banana. I shouldn't do that. Should move to LMEM as we slow down later. Greg Scott, how much HDD room does your ortho take up? About 7 terabytes, I think. It's quite a lot. Icefire, you're holding at LMEM. What's your flight level? Daniel, you're going to exit the Rattenberg hold now. Okay, well, Dan, yeah, you fly your approach onto 26 and let us know how you're progressing. And then you can go off Icefire afterwards. Oh, Alpaca 02 is already doing the approach on 08. Were you going to cause issues then, Dan? Maybe you should try coordinating. Oh, look, I can see some aircraft ahead on the TCAS. Above and below. This could get very, very messy. I saw you're at 13,000. We need to try and work out who's in front, behind Icefire and in front of me. Right. So we've got ahead of me Alpaca 30, who I hope is going to be going to 160. They've got Alpaca 3234, who's hopefully going to be at 150. And we've got Alpaca 02, hopefully you're going to be at 140. And we've got, I see yourself, Daniel, holding LMEM at, Daniel Smith at 33,000 feet? I hope not. Jason, you're Alpaca 05. You're at 24,000 feet. We're all over the place. This could get really messy. Well, we're going to enter the whole LMEM at 170. I'll try and work out who's below me. If it looks like there's no one 1,000 feet below me, I'm going to step down to 16 and go that way. Go that way in. This could be fun. Dougal, you're 322 Yankee. Awesome. I'm trying to keep an eye on to make sure I don't get kicked out of FatSim. If I do, I'll just reconnect. But if you're holding, it shouldn't have to load up anything. Look at that, ortho. All looking very nice. First external view, I think we've done on the flight. Oh, ortho is so good. Look at that. course, I am in the Alpaca today as well. It's brilliant. Cool. So there we are. 170, 220 knots we've asked for. It's going to be doing 206. So what I'm going to do is
1,000 to go.
keep that going, and I'll update it to 220 knots. Gary, you've got to see this. You're sitting at Innsbruck waiting the carnage. Yeah, if you want to record any stuff, that's going to be awesome. Oh, look, there's an aircraft in the hold. There's Alpaca 3234. That's wicked. Look at that. Amazing. Oh, that is superb. I can't remember who Alpaca 3234 was. No, I haven't got you on the list. Where's he gone? Oh, that is super cool. Even the passengers will be going, oh, look at these aircraft flying over. Very, very nice. So we're just entering the hold. There's an aircraft 4,000 feet above us. Is he holding in a different direction? Or is he joining in a different way? I'm not sure. We could be all holding in different ways here. There's Alpaca 05. Amazing. Burning fuel right over the top of Elm here. Right, so we should be doing a parallel entry, I think. Where is the mod going? I'm pretty sure our direction now should have been a parallel entry. So we shouldn't be turning yet. We should be going a straight line along here. Ooh, we should be going this way. It seems to be doing a kind of like a offset entry now, I think. Yeah, I think like that direction. We should be going there. Let it do its thing. But yeah, I would have expected a parallel. It's gone offset, but that's okay. We'll let it do its left turn, and then we'll make a left turn inbound there. So, looking at the hold. Ooh, don't want to go this slow. It's gone to the upspeed. That's okay, but I don't want to go much slower than that. Let's do 220. So that's fine. We're locked in at 170. Yeah, I saw LNAV was really weird entering for me. Yeah, I think it's done. It's kind of like done an offset entry for me, even though I came in from the other side. But we're in the entry. We're holding in the right direction. That's the important thing. AC don't really care as long as you're on the correct side, on the holding side, and at the correct level. Yeah, that's what it usually does, to be fair. Right, so we're at 170. I just want to see who else is in the hold, and then we'll step down 1,000 feet. I think I'm just going to have a look at the Vancive map here. There's no one 1,000 feet below. There's myself. We've got traffic at 130 and 150. So Felipe's at 150 in Alpaca 3234. I think you can step down. I'm going to go down to 160 now. Liam, you're at 160, are you? I can't see you on the Vancive map. I won't go down just yet then. There's aircraft 2,000 feet below us as well. 15.
Alpaca 01, Alpaca 30. I'm at 160, let's enter the hole.
It's like real radio. I couldn't hear a word of that. It's just someone 2,000 feet below us. Look at this. He's entering that way. Alpaca 3234. I'll be so tempted just to disconnect everything and fly towards him. This is not easy without ATC coordinating this at all. Right. So whoever Alpaca ahead of me is, 3234, I think you can go down another 1,000 feet. But Alpaca 05 entering the hold as well. Look at this. This is awesome. Felipe, you're stepping down. Excellent. This is cool. You're getting using reserve fuel spam against you. Oh, okay. Well, at the moment we're arriving with plenty. We've got 4.1. It reckons we're getting to Innsbruck at 2.5, but that's I don't know actually what that's being built off. But all I'm going to do is when we exit hold is go LMM direct to Whisky India 750. That should work out fine. Yeah, LMM Whisky India 750. Happy days. So we'll get rid of that now. Oh no, didn't want to get rid of that. That's the arrival chart. Approach, RMP, Zulu, runway 0. get rid of that one. Cool. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. We're exactly holding. Say 4.8. It says I'm wrong with 2.5, but I don't know how it's gotten to that figure. So we've got 4.1 here. I mean 2.5, 3. That's holding for another 35 minutes before we got into that amount of fuel.
Alpaca 05 exiting hold at Elmem. Approach runway 08.
Awesome. So we've got, this is pretty sweet. We've got aircraft, I think, 4,000 feet below us holding. Excellent. That's really cool. I'm going to take a screenshot here if you don't mind. Sweet. Save. Right, now let me try and concentrate. I'm going to try and work out if I can go down yet. So I've got a traffic warning. There's traffic 1,000 feet below us, that's fine.
Traffic at Innsbruck. Alpaca 30 is going to descend to flight level 150.
Cool. Right, someone's going down to 150. I'm just trying to work out when I can step down. I think I can go down. Volpret, I tried my best connecting to Innsbruck, but Euroscope kept crashing. Ah, that's a shame. That'd be great. We need someone here to coordinate everything, that's for sure. So someone's going outbound. Yeah, one so is 5,000 feet below. I think that was whoever just spoke. So he's going outbound on the approach. Can't see him for the clouds. No, Alpaca 05 I think it was. So whoever that is at 16,000 feet on the inbound leg to Elmem. I think they're descending now as well. 120. Is it going to get 13? If it goes 13, we'll step down as well. Yeah, there we go, 13. So I'm going to go down to 160 now. I hope that works. Vertical speed, 1,000. Sweet. Actually, correct me if I'm wrong, this should be an altitude, shouldn't it? I don't think we should be on standard anymore. I think it's QNH 1021. These are altitudes here. Philippe, who's the next on the approach? Is it clear? Liam's going down to 150. I'm going down to 160. I think Liam T here is on the downwind leg. You might be able, Liam, to go straight down to 140. I'm not sure. But when you're at 130, then you can shoot the approach. Daniel Smith, you'd like someone to take a picture of your arrival, landing? Yeah, if we get someone filming, that would be really, really cool. This is going okay. I quite like this. I think this is well organised. Unless anyone else who is non-Alpaca related comes in, he'll be like, "What is going on?" There'll be aircraft everywhere. God, we could do with some ATC, that's for sure. So we've got traffic below us here. There he is, Alpaca 30. Trying to get a nice view. Oh, I can't see, unfortunately.
Innsbruck traffic, Alpaca 888 entering the hole at Elmem, flight level 130.
Excellent. Entering the hold at 130, you're going to cause problems. 888. This is carnage. I like it though. I like this.
Alpaca 23 Alpha entering the hold at Elmem, flight level 180.
Awesome. So someone 2,000 feet above. I've stepped down 1,000. There's traffic at 2,000. I'm trying to work out if I can go down again. And who's next for the approach? No idea. I think I'll go. I'm going to try and go around Elmem another time, and then we'll go down. I think I'm safe to go down another 1,000 feet. So I'll say Alpaca 01, stepping down to fly level 150, holding Elmem. It's supposed to be funny because you can hear me in Vancive and on the stream. I think this is safe. 15,000 feet. Oh no, there's an aircraft there. This could be bad. Actually, I'm going to maintain. Isn't no? We're gonna have a conflict here. We're going to go back to 160. Right, verticals out to quiet. That's fine. We're going to go back up to 16. I'll keep an eye on this aircraft. This is why you don't have precision. This is why I have ATC. Okay. Just going to wait until this aircraft descends. There we are. That's quite a nice hold entry for an offset, even though I was expecting a parallel from that direction. Liam, you're at 150. Yeah, no, I've just worked that out. Oh, why are we in outer quiet but still descending as well? That's not correct.
Alpaca T3 Alpha will step down to 17,000 feet.
That's fine. The mod's broken. It's saying outer quiet, but it's not actually climbing me up to 160. So what I'm going to do is disconnect, pitch up, and get up to 160. That's broken. It's in outer quiet, but it's not actually doing anything. It's not actually climbing me up. There we are, out hold. Let's get it back on the flight directors. There we are, and re-engage the autopilot. Don't know what happened there. Why I've exited hold. Oh, crikey. ZIBO, I hope you're watching. For some reason it's no longer holding. Keep an eye on the ZIBO mod, guys. It might just chuck you out the holds automatically. It's saying inbound to Whisky India 750 for some reason. So it's just spat me out the hold for absolutely no reason at all. So I'm going to go heading select. And we're going to go 329 heading, which is the outbound track. Oops, don't know what happened there. I've lost the hold. So I'm going to have to put that in manually now, if it will let me. Oh no. Right, let's go legs. LMM, execute. Whisky India 751. Execute.
Innsbruck traffic. Is anybody currently holding on flight level 140?
I think you're good. I think you're good. I think you can go down to 140. The hold exited when you disconnected the autopilot. That's a bit of a bug.
Silence is a no.
Down you go.
Alpaca video, descend 140.
That's it. I'm trying to fix this. Oh, it exited the hold when I disconnected the autopilot, so that is interesting. I'm trying to put it in manually. I'm just going to go on this heading. I'm still technically holding correctly on the outbound leg here. Obviously that's not to scale, so it doesn't look correct. I'm going to go heading select back inbound. So I'm kind of doing it manually at the moment. Arrival Brembo. There you go. So you can see, look, we're outbound at the moment. I'm just going to go on this heading for another kind of minute and then turn in heading select and then re-engage it. Ben spells flight manually. Right, I'll step down now as well. Alpaca 01 stepping down to 15,000 feet, QNH 1021. I'm kind of doing ATC as well, vertical speed. We can now go down. So yeah, thanks for that, FSX nerds. We'll
Alpaca T3 Alpha will go down to 16,000 feet, 1021.
1,000 to go.
Cool. So disco.
And Alpaca 888 exiting hold, direct Whisky India 750.
888, did you just come in and cut the corner and go straight outbound? If you did, you cheeky beggar. No problem at all. I love it. I love this. Right, disco autopilot. Exit hold, or throughout the hold. That's obviously a massive bug. Right, so what we're going to do now is turn the aircraft around on the inbound track, which is 149, and then we'll direct to LMM, re-enter the hold.
Alpaca 30, descending flight level 130.
Excellent. I'll stay at 150 for a minute. I have to say, guys, between us, we've done a reasonably good job coordinating this really, really well. We've had no TCAS TAs or RAs yet, not flown into anyone else. It's really, really nice. I hope this doesn't say 00. No, 09. Really, really good. Dan, it looks like you've just landed in Innsbruck, which is cool. I'm going to route direct to LMM. Execute. That's fine for now. I'm going to go LNAV. 220 as well. And we're going to stick in the hold at LMM again. There we are. And it was 149 right hand turns. Happy days. So yeah, that was a bug, but we've got the hold back in. Oh, hold on. Is that right? 149 right hand turns? No, that's not correct. 149 left hand turns. That's why. Yeah, that's definitely bugged though. Look, because we're going inbound to the hold, but why is it holding in that direction? I'm going to have to do this manually. Something's very broken with the holds at the moment. I think I've been disconnected from Vancive. Oh no, that's someone asking Oh, there's an EasyJet pushing back in Innsbruck. That's going to cause carnage. Oh no. Guys, the mod's broken here. I'm trying to get it to hold. 149 left-hand turns. We're kind of inbound here, but it's giving this really weird track. It's like tracking on a completely different direction. It's like 089, look. So I'm going to have to just use heading select. I mean, that is broken. Inbound course. Did I do? It might be something I did though. 149/R left. Execute. Yeah, it's broken. Look, it's not changing. 149 left. Oh, there we go. It's now working correctly. It might be something I did then. Excuse me. So it's definitely working correctly now. LNAV's engaged, so it will hold. Right, we can go down another 1,000 foot by the looks of it. There's an aircraft 2,000 feet below us. Alpaca 01 stepping down to 14,000 feet, holding LM. Vertical speed 1,000. And then whoever's 2,000 feet below me here could probably go straight outbound on the approach. He's directly below me. Look at that. Look at that.
Alpaca 23 Alpha down to 15,000.
Alpaca 30 looking very good below me. Awesome. So we should do a left turn now.
Alpaca 30 is exiting the hold at 130.
Excellent. So our that's perfect. So you're at 14,000. You're exiting the hold. Alpaca 30. Awesome. That is just really, really cool. I'm sorry, but that is pretty awesome. Sweet. We'll go. We'll let you go off, and then we'll go down to 13,000. Then we'll have a go at the approach ourselves. Sweet. And we've got one at 150, one at... This is going well, one at 160. We'll have done 3 times around the holds. Fuel-wise, always keep an eye on your fuel, obviously. 3.6 tons. Very glad we took that extra ton, otherwise we'd be down to 2.6. Oh, Christ, I've just realised I've had the engine anti-ice on the whole time, even though we didn't need it. Unbelievable. Where's pilot monitoring when you need it? Let's put our seatbelt signs on. Right, Alpaca 30 is outbound. We can now go down to 13,000. Alpaca 01 stepping down to 13,000 feet, holding LM. Vertical speed and another 1,000 feet. There we are, and then we'll be at the platform altitude for the approach. Finmas, you're loving the stream. Excellent. I'm glad you're enjoying it, buddy. Look, we're all holding here. Look, we've got Alpaca 621, Alpaca 2 Alpha. This is awesome. I couldn't get this online. If I was streaming this publicly, by now there'd be 20 aircraft spawning in Innsbruck. There'll be a Qantas A380 ripping it up. I'll be getting profanity in text. maybe after the release you'll see it. I don't know. Stuart Walsh, when should I leave the hold after you leave it, boss? Well, Stuart, you should probably... I don't know how it works in Innsbruck, but it'll probably be quite a bit of spacing required because of the nature of this approach. You have to go around. There need to be quite an issue there. But I don't know. I'll go outbound here. I'm at 13,000 now, so as soon as I get to LMIM, I'll fly outbound, and then wherever you are in the hold, if you're right behind me in the hold, you might want to give it a bit of time, but make sure you're level at 13,000. Probably give it 4 or 5 minutes. I don't know what the spacing here is in Innsbruck, what's required, but oh yeah, maybe we want the engine anti-ice on again. Engine anti-ice. There we are. Kieran, it did, circling around did help coordinate it better, otherwise we'd all be shooting the approach at the same time. This has definitely helped. But we're in a good position for the approach now. So yeah, this hold's working fine now. I'm not sure What happened there? So exit hold, execute. That means after LMEM it should route direct to the next waypoint.
And Alpaca 888 reducing minimum approach.
Whisky India 751. So it should all work out fine. Yeah, that's Richard on the approach, so good luck with that. And yeah, we should be. I thought this stream would be about 2 hours. It looks like we're on track for that. Maybe it's slightly longer. We'll watch a couple of approaches. And here we are, looking good. Has anyone crashed yet? How's everyone else's approaches? I think I'm the 6th person making the approach here. Stuart, it looks like you're about 2 minutes ahead. I'll probably give it another loop. I think that would probably be more realistic, but feel free if you want to go straight behind me. That's fine. I think you'll be alright. Just try and keep the speeds matched to mine so you don't get too close. Yeah, Stuart, 2 minutes to be grand. It's up to you. If you want to go straight behind me, that's cool. I think that's you on the outbound leg, isn't it? Can't see there. I saw you on TCAS, but there we are. We're all good to go. Oh, I didn't put my fix rings in. We're using reserve fuel. No, I'm not. Shouldn't be. Why I keep getting that message all the time. ZIBO, using reserve fuel's coming up every 2 seconds. That's definitely broken. That's a bit annoying. I know he said he did some work, but now I'm getting using reserve fuel pretty much every second. It says we're arriving at Innsbruck with 2.1, which is less, but shouldn't be the same.
Turning final.
Engine anti-ice is on. And there we are. The Elnas should be routing now towards Whisky India 751. Where is that? Whisky India 7501 technically, but we'll accept that. That's fine today. And there we are on the turn. All down safe, Jack. Very good. Daniel Smith, I got down to 480, but it's Innsbruck. No chance of butter here. Oh, that's fine. And I should think I will be down. What's the ETA here? 2.126. No, 2602. There's something not right here. Why is it saying 2.1 tons? And I got 3.6. Well, how has it worked out? I'm going to burn that amount of fuel. 3.1, 1500. It reckons I'm going to be burning this amount of fuel. But that calculation of fuel on arrival is way off. Good, so 13,000. I'm going to actually reinsert that as a cruise altitude if it will let me. Oh, it wants me to descend already. Execute. Alright, well, we'll go down. No, what's going on here? What's the platform? No, we need to be at 13,000 until Whisky India 750. Where is that? We might be getting a bit high here, but I might have to fix that. Something's all broken. Oh, that's correct. Yeah, we need to go down now then. What's the platform altitude? 2,900 feet. I'm going to have to go level change speed brake here. I might have to use a bit of flaps. So that's my fault, because for some reason I lost Whisky India 750, so we've passed this point, so we're descending all the way down now. So I'm about here, completely uncoordinated this, so a bit high. And we can go straight down to 2,900. There's no platforms at all on this approach. Max 180 at Whisky India 751. So we're going to have to use flaps for sure. Let's go flap 1. And Alpaca 01 leaving hold LMEM inbound to RMP 08. So there's flap 1. I'm going to go flap 5 because I need to be at 180 knots here.
And Alpaca 888 vacated 08.
Perfect. Yeah, 175 knots using reserve fuel. Why does that keep coming up? 2.1 in Innsbruck? I don't think so. We've got 3.6 and we're nearly 10 miles away. So I'm fixing this. We've got 220 knots, flap 5. That's fine. We should have a decel point, although it already... What's it thinking we're doing? It thinks we're doing 284 knots still. I want to get this glide slope thing away. There we are. So profile's coming back in. And we're now below the clouds, so we can pop off the engine anti-ice. And we can start bringing the speed back So 180. Get VNAV back in as soon as we can. Dougal, you're having a picnic over on the grass. Cool. Yeah, I didn't realise. I haven't looked at this approach at all. You need to very, very quickly descend after exiting the hold at LMM. You soon pass that other point. Just going to keep it going down at 200 knots. Just get back onto VNAV here. What is that? I think that's a little ortho tile issue, or some sort of... Yeah, it's the tiles. Oh, look at all these aircraft. I see several Alpacas there. Very good. Cool. Post-cruise checks, fuel lights, APU is off, pressurization set, seatbelts on, recall. Busy approach, guys, busy approach. That's why you need PM, proper briefings, that's why you have simulator training before you'd ever get anywhere close to Innsbruck. Try cancel using reserve fuel on the FO's FMC. No, it's still getting that message. For some reason, the mod thinks we're landing with 2. Well, it did say 2.1 tons, but now it's saying 2.2s. We're going to have more than that. There's VNAV. Just going to keep that speed brake out because we're coming up to Whisky India 751. We need to get the speed below 175 knots, which it is coming back nicely. And we're looking okay.
From Alpaca Airways, maybe we should have picked a larger destination.
Don't know, but 2 messages there.
Alpaca 01, be advised, an EasyJet A319 is entering and backtracking runway 26.
Cool, thanks. There's an aircraft behind me on the approach. In front of me on the approach, you'll have more fun than me. Amazing. Right, yeah, but that's what you can do, is like uncoordinated. The guy's just, that guy, the EasyJet guy, is just having a fun old day on Vancive, just departing runway 26. We're still 10 miles away. There's an aircraft 5 miles ahead of us on the approach. I think there'll probably be more spacing in reality, but this is Vancive free display. Terrain radar, yeah, technically the FO would have that on. My operator, the weather radar stays on the captain's side typically, as long as you're aware of where the terrain is. This could get very funny. Someone's just approaching it. So someone's just on final here on runway 08. Yeah, Easy should be able to get out on time as long as he takes off and does a sharp turn. Someone's entered the hold at LMM very high. Yeah, probably not proper spacing at all, Ice Fire, that's for sure. Right, let's get the speed brake away. Cool, so we're looking good. We'll pop the gear down and flaps shortly. Nicely established. It hasn't been a very educational stream for you guys. I'm usually explaining a lot more, but I mean, we're not authorised to fly these radius to fix approaches, but yeah, 3.6, quite steep. You want to get your flap 5, maybe flap 10 in reality for this approach as well. There's no altitude. This is strange. There's no altitude distance cross checks on any waypoints on this approach. You're very much leaving it doing its thing, but you definitely want some altitude reporting on. We use this page here so you can see your vertical deviation, where it's not actually working, but you can see how many feet high or low you are on your virtual path. That's really important. So yeah, we had 2.1 on arrival. It now says 2 tons. Why is it saying Innsbruck we're having with 2 tons of fuel? This is definitely not working correctly. LOWI Innsbruck 2 tons, ETA 31. That means it thinks we're landing in 20 minutes. We're literally going to be touching down in 3 minutes. So that is, something's not right there. Something's not right. Alpaca 30 crashed. Rip. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. That's our first. That's not. Doesn't bode well on the inaugural service. Right, gear down. Flap 15. Matching the speed. I need to check this. The flaps. Start switch is continuous. Recall is checked. Speed brake. Arm green lights. Landing gear down 3. Auto brake is set to not RTO. What am I doing? RTO. Auto brake to 3. Holding on flaps. Looking good. 1,000 to go. We'll select flap 40 now. Below 162 knots. There we are, landing flap is selected for us. We're turning around. What's the missed approach altitude? Absolutely no idea, I haven't looked at it. It is 9,500 feet. Oh crikey. If you get that in real life, that is a mandatory terrain escape manoeuvre. Mandatory. Look at that though, VNAV path and the FMC's built perfectly. Look, 2 whites, 2 reds. So flaps, we've got 40 green light, lights are on, the wind's calm, so check's complete, all disconnect. And we can leave the flight directors on because it's programmed all the way down to the runway, but we'll look only outside. Well, actually, no, I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, it's so hard to do this. Single pilot. There we are. That just gets rid of the guidance and arms it for the go around. So we're looking good. Continue. Looks like the runway's clear for us at least. You can see the lights, boss. Very good, Dougal. I hope it looks a lot better than your side of the wheel for me. Right, speed's okay. 3 red, so just doing around 500 feet per minute. Back onto the path. Slightly steeper than usual. I think it was 3.5 degrees these pappies are. So you'd probably typically expect to be doing around 800-900 feet per minute on this approach. Speed's okay, just a little less thrust. Thanks. Alpacas. We've got a little bit of ATC at least. Actually, I didn't say we're on final or anything. Right, looking good. 2 reds, 2 whites. Nice and stable. Centre line's good. No wind. Nice and easy.
No problem.
3 reds. So just pitching up ever so slightly. There we go. Back on the profile. Keep it descending now. Looking okay.
50, 40.
Right, check. Close. Hold the attitude. Oh, where is it? Oh, I'm floating it out. Oh, I'm ballooned slightly.
1,000.
Oh no! Minus 160. Speed brakes up. I'm gonna have to manually brake here to make the exit. Max manual braking. Reverses. 72%. Minus 160. 80. 60. There we are. I had to brake manually there, otherwise I would have gone all the way over. Bravo, that's for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Innsbruck. Keep braking, so otherwise I won't make the exit.
Smooth landing, Captain.
Yeah, a bit of a floater though. Right.
Sure looks nice from here.
Thanks a lot. Right, we'll exit here and vacate the runway. Reverses are... Oh no, we've already cancelled them, but let's do that. Speed brakes away. Flaps up, and let's go find ourselves a vacant stand. Our Unicom, Alpaca 01, vacated runway 08. Cool, so we'll do the rest of the cleanup. Let's get this to steady. These can come off as well. And down here, transponder to out off. Water brake to off. Get the speed to 100. Let's set that to 9.1. Let's get the APU fired up. This can go off, probe off as well. There we are. Cleanup's all done. I'll go find myself a little parking space now, haven't I? Or probably straight ahead. I think that's the only one that's vacant now. I'm going to go right in the middle of you guys here. So I feel warm and comfortable. This Polish Airways flight must be thinking, what is going on here? Actually, wonder how he displays to other aircraft, because you know, he won't see anyone else. Oh no, has that stand? That stand's still vacant, isn't it? Yeah, that will slot in there. He must be thinking, what on earth is going on there?
Very nice landing.
Alpaca 23 Alpha. I just missed your landing. I think that was Stuart, wasn't it? I can't remember. I missed it. We'll look at the next one anyway.
Flight back system, love the group flight. Thank you for doing this.
No problem at all, guys. It's thanks for the support. That's all I can say. If you're all listening anyway, I know you're listening to the stream, but thanks a lot.
No problem, mate.
All right, we'll take a left here. It's a bit tight, but I think we can just about squeeze in between Alpaca 05 and Alpaca 007 X-ray. There we are. I've completely lost track of the YouTube chat. There's so much going on. Right, we're looking good here. Lights are off. APU can come on the bus. Right, I want to see at least one landing on the replay. Awesome. And I think... Look at the Alpaca livery. There we are. It's pretty tight on the wingtips though. Look at that. That should do us quite nicely. Just tidying up my parking. There we go. Right, parking brake is set. 2 blues, 1 red. Edges are dead. Ladies and gentlemen, all members, welcome to Innsbruck. What a fantastic first group flight this was. Really cool. Who beat us to it? We got Alpaca 998, Alpaca 02, Alpaca 05. There's myself squeezing in there, 007. X-Ray, Alpaca 888, Alpaca 3234, and a lot of Airways 29 Alpha. And I think this is Stuart thinking, where on earth am I going to park? You're going to have to go down here and onto the general aviation apron, I think. Oh dear. Right. Before I do the replay, I'd like to at least watch someone come into land. Seeing who's on approach here. We've got, I think next it's going to be Alpaca 621. I'm just having a look here. We'll take a look at Alpaca 621 coming into land, and then I'll do the replay as I usually do on the approach. That's so cool. We've got an Alpaca 322 Yankee. Isn't that you, Dougal? Over there on the grass, out the way, in the general aviation area. Yeah, absolutely. Oh dear. Yeah, let's go find ourselves a decent location. Poor Alpaca 23 Alpha, you're going to have to go and find yourself there's a stand. Is that a stand or is that the taxiway? I'm not sure. We've got Radu 70, whoever that is, a Delta 737-400. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on whoever else is coming into land as well. Innsbruck seems to be Alpaca Hub. Yeah, literal game. It is. This is an Alpaca Hub, a major airport. We've done well actually here. But yeah, I was wondering, because no one else has the CSL except pretty much everyone here, how we display to other aircraft. We might be something a bit generic. There might be some people typing in, what in the world is VCP? They'll be trying to work out who in the world that is. Mars, where has the Alpaca CS come from, Darren? It was Icefire. Icefire made that. We got permission from the original livery owner, or the one who made me the flight deck sim livery. And it's essentially an alpaca painted right on the front door. They have an excellent expression. It's just classic, isn't it? Yeah, thanks a lot, Icefire, for taking the time to do that. There we are. So, interesting. Alpaca 621, just to let you know, you have an aircraft who's just put his gear down by the looks of it. He's about to depart. I think you'll be okay. The spacing's worked out really nicely, so no pressure. Alpaca 621. You've got everyone on the stream watching you.
Guys, I've got the picnic and the six-packs over this side.
Is that you too? Cool. I've got to make my way over there then.
Give me some.
Let's have a look at this landing anyway. Right. I'll go a little bit closer to the threshold. I've got Alpaca 3 making the approach as well. But we'll watch this one and then I'll do the replay my side, and I'll call it a day on the stream as well. But I didn't want to just log off straight away. I wanted to at least see whoever's behind me. But yeah, no pressure, Alpaca 621. Oh, we're watching. Aircraft is rolling. This has just been quite lucky with the other aircraft. I hope he makes a move. Here we got here. He's rolling. He's not hesitating. That's excellent. Did these actually depart on the other runway? 26, I'm not sure. Look at all those tails. Gonna have to get a picture of this. That's another screenshot here. Awesome. Print screen, there we go. And that is number 7. Cool. So, I think I'll stick here for the view. That Delta does need to hurry up FSX, but he's definitely on the way now. He's rolling. It's a shame there's no noise from other traffic, unfortunately. Is he going to go off the end of the... Cool, rotate, mate. Flipping heck. It's like in Bristol, flap 25.
Innsbruck traffic on short final 08, runway is clear.
I love it. Right, here comes Alpaca 621. Very well coordinated.
61, caution to make turbulence.
It's actually simulated, no idea. Should be okay, he's just departed though. Right, there we go. Nice. Muffet Brooks, what an awesome stream of flying, Captain. Everyone just great for the books. Absolutely good. This is a good stream. Hopefully you learned something as well. I think everyone's flown it quite nicely. Cool. I need a new screenshot actually for the video thumbnail here. I'm going to try and get as many aircraft in as I can. That's cool. I'm going to take this one here. Let's do that quickly just before the aircraft lands. Print screen. Pasted. Right, let's go have a look at this landing. Alpaca 61, no pressure. It looks like you've got some interesting flaps. Kaduk, that looked pretty firm. You're going to have to tell us what your landing rate was. No hiding.
Alright, well, I believe that is everyone. Good night, guys.
See ya. Alright. Braking quite nicely. Easily making Bravo. No problem at all. We're going to have a lot of hot brakes on the fleet, I think. If we haven't cooked any of them. Awesome stuff. Brilliant. Right, well done, Alpaca 61. Right, I'm going to actually log off the network now, do the replay of my landing, and we'll end the stream there. So, well done, guys. Thanks a lot, everyone, for coming in as well. I need to go to Xpilot, disconnect, and then we'll do the replay. Robert Sinclair, I ain't saying what my landing rate was. You're going to have to. Oh, that's really sad now. Everyone's gone. Right, let's have a look at the replay. I need to do the project fly and the flight there as well. So just give me 2 seconds to do that. That is open in the background. Complete flight. Complete. And then we can close the project flight overlay. There we are. And of course, let's cue the replay music. There we go. So, obviously been on the stand for quite a while. Let's go from around there. Perfect. Go from that point there. Stuart Walsh, cheers for organising. That was stressful, but a lot of fun. Oh, it was pretty stressful for some of the guys, but I think the way we coordinated all the holding was really, really nice. It was really, really cool. Craig Scott, what was going on with those flaps? I know. I don't think they'd be terribly affected. Right, let's see how this landing was. Floated this one out. I think I ballooned slightly as well. Check. And then, yeah, look, we went up again. Oh, not good. Wouldn't want to do that in reality. Kadunk, then down. It could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot better. Let's do another one here. That's roughly... Oh, no. There we go. See how much we floated this one out. So it came over the threshold. Check was a little bit too much, and then because I had a bit of excessive speed, look, it just ballooned back up again. I was just in the touchdown zone, just. And there we are. We touched out quite nicely. Awesome stuff, guys. Right, of course, we'll end the replay looking outside, as we always do, on the window view. But thank you very much to everyone that attended the inaugural Alpaca Airways service from Rome Fiumicino to Innsbruck. It was thoroughly enjoyable. We'll get around to organising the next group flight next month around the same time, between 20th and 28th and stuff. We'll have some ideas, of course. Stream-wise, what are we today? We're Saturday. Might hopefully have something in next week. I might try a new aircraft, perhaps the Tupolev. I know the Concorde is something that I'm keeping an eye on as well. I think we're approaching like a 38,000 subscribers. I've lost track now, but it's awesome, guys. But thank you very much again, all of you members here, for your continued support as well. I don't say it enough in Discord, but I do really appreciate everything you guys do. Obviously, you guys put in a lot of effort to making these things happen too, but I hope you get your fulfillment out of it nonetheless, and learn something as well. But thanks again for the continued support. Guys, have a great evening. I'll of course catch up with you in Discord if you have any questions. Always continue to ask as per usual, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye bye for now.